Good afternoon, my stamping friends. It is Tammy with Stamp and Scrap Tammy with another Facebook Live for our very virtual catalog launch of our mini catalog and our second celebration. So what I'm going to do this afternoon, if you happen to be watching live, welcome to you. Hello. If you're watching the replay, this is taking place Friday, August 6th. So it's Friday, August 6th at 2 p.m. Central here in Minnesota. But if you're watching the replay, who cares what time it is, right? So I have got some great project shares to share with you. They're from swap cards that I recently received. I got 60 cards back in the mail, so that means I sent 60. So I have the 3 that I created for the share, as well as then all of those that I received back. So I think you're going to absolutely love them. I will brush on the order special. I'll talk a little bit about the Happy Shopper special. And then tonight we have got an awesome mystery stamp project, as well as question and answer. So if you've got some questions about Stampin' Up, you can ask them here. There's going to be the mystery stamp post going out. As soon as we're done with this, I'm going to go ahead and post it right away so that if you want to get your supplies ready, you can. I will go slow enough through the project tonight, or whenever you happen to be watching, that you can follow along. You can cut the things as you go, but if you'd like to be prepared in advance, I'll have those measurements as soon as we're done with this video. I'll post them. So this might be a little confusing if you're watching the replay what's happening. So what's happening is right now, we're part of a virtual party that's going on. And then later tonight, so there's going to be another video. So if you're watching the replay, you can just scroll to the next video and you can follow along and do a mystery stamp with us. So if you're on Facebook, hello. If you're watching the replay, you might be on YouTube as well. So thank you, anybody that is watching. And this is a virtual party. And when I do a virtual party, I do it up. And we have got door prizes. So make sure to fill out that door prize form. It is right at the top of this video if you're on Facebook. If you're watching YouTube, it's right in the first comment that you can sign up for door prizes. Door prizes go, you can sign up for them and get yourself entered until Monday, sorry, I gotta look at my calendar. Monday, August 9th. So at the end of August 9th, end of Monday, we'll start putting all of those names in a drawing. My kids work on that for me actually. And then I'll do a drawing next week. And so the way that that works though, if I draw your name out, you need to have your name on my door prize form so I have a place to get your address. This does not matter. If I already have your address, doesn't matter. Still fill out that door prize form. That's the only way to win is by filling out the door prize form. So if you win and you didn't fill out the door prize form, then you don't win. So fill out the door prize form to get yourself entered. All right, I'm gonna look for us here. It's not showing me that I went live, so I'm sure hoping I did. All right, now I think it popped up there. And we have got let me see here, hold on a second. That's a picture. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, we are live and ready to go. And, oh, I always forget that darn volume. Okay, looks like we're rocking and rolling. All right, so make sure if you're here too, you say hello. Anyway, so talked about the door prize form. Let's get down to these projects because there are a lot of them. I was gonna dwindle them down to just a couple and I, couldn't do that. So it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna see about turning this without having it fall out. Here we go. I love it. So when I tune in on my phone, now when I flip it, I can see the comments on my phone. And I can see all of them. If I look on Facebook, I can see like one. Facebook, again, has not been my friend lately. All right, so I said, don't always believe everything I tell you, that I was going to share with you the cards that are free with a purchase during this party. Guess what? I don't have them done yet because I had to phone a friend. I see Gail is watching. Hello, Gail. I just saw Gail. Because I had to go over to Gail's house and borrow her stamp set because I didn't order it. And I meant to have this out. Look at this. So I forgot to share this paper. I shared the other papers with you yesterday. And I thought, my goodness, I didn't share with you this stuff. What is it called? Bedazzling. So bedazzling 6x6 paper. The video does not do it justice, but it is the most beautiful paper. I thought for just a second here while we're waiting for people to log on that I would just lay it all out. This is one package. I think I might have more than what I need here. So I don't know how many sheets are in here. Is it 10 or is it 8? But look at that. Wouldn't this make a nice background? I think it looks great. Look at how pretty that is. So, Bedazzling Paper. It is about the prettiest glimmer sparkle paper I've ever seen in my life. Now, I was going to share with you too, yesterday during the video, my mount, so this is just as we're getting started here. My mount is, like, I had this in screen, right? It probably wasn't, this is being a little dramatic. And I didn't catch it until after the video. I didn't see that it was in screen. So I apologize if this little thing was distracting you. And what it is it's a weight for my tripod. So it holds my tripod down. And anybody want to see what this is actually, what this book is? If I hear a yes, I'll show you what that book is. But in the meantime, and it's kind of funny because it's something else that happened this week, but I have to see the yes first. So if anybody wants to see what's in there, let me know and I'll share with you. It's kind of fun. All right, so what do we have yet? Oh, Pat said yes, yay! Okay, we'll show it. And I think it's a good background for here. And I gotta see what's going on with the dog. I think Allison's tending to the dog. Okay, so this is just like a regular party. If you were at my house, you'd be distracted by the barking dog. I'd be yelling not yelling at the kids bad, but you know, like, Allison, get the door. And Brody's gonna be heading out here in a little bit to go with a friend. So depending on how long this takes, he might have to come down and say goodbye to me. I told him he better. Okay, so this is the book. This is the book. This is my wedding book. So this, my paperweight, I shouldn't be using my wedding book as a paperweight, but I'm using my wedding album, and this is like a black and white album, as a paperweight. I'm gonna just show you these. Look at how young I was. Oh my goodness. It was our 18th anniversary this week. So you did not know that you were tuning in to see my wedding album. I'm just gonna page through it real quick here. A walk down memory lane. Look at my toes. I don't know why they took a picture. That was kind of the thing at the time. All right. Look at a card. A card. I thought that was pretty interesting. And oh my goodness, first glance. Look at my husband. If anyone knows my husband, he has hair in our wedding pictures. He doesn't have hair anymore. Anyways, scroll on by. All right, here we go. So that was a little sneak peek of my paperweight. All right, you had no idea that's what you were tuning in for today. Let's get started. So I thought that was kind of nice along the glimmer paper though. So if you are making wedding cards, this little sparkle paper from the Celebration is great. And I've got some other cards to share with you with that. So I'm gonna dig in to, thank you, Carrie, for the anniversary wishes. All right, here we go. So I have got the mini catalog here, and it doesn't look so mini with, look at all these card swaps in there. Look at all of them. And so I'm gonna just go through page by page of what I had samples of, and then you'll get a little, glimpse of the catalog too. I'll try to go somewhat slow so that you can get a good look at them. If you wanna take a screenshot, you can do that. I will tell you who made every card. So I do ask if you recreate the card, and especially if you share it on an online platform, that you share with who created the card, okay? So let's get started here. So I have got, well, let's talk about this as we're getting started. So keep this in mind as you're making your wish list. Every time you spend $50 with Stampin' Up, they're gonna give you something out of that Celebration catalog that we're gonna look at second. And then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna send you an embellishment, and then I will also send you a retired embellishment. So everybody that orders, if your order's over $50, I will send you that. It is not one per $50 for me as far as the embellishment goes. It is just one per person. And then I'm also gonna send you 5 greeting cards that you can create. They're very simple cards that you can either make exactly as I'm gonna show you later. So you're gonna see another video is gonna pop up a little bit either later today or possibly even tomorrow, where I'm gonna share with you the free with a purchase cards, and I'll go through how to make them. All right, and so, okay, does everybody else have sound? I know sometimes when you log in, it's a little bit goofy. Or I had sound, so I know the sound is working. Sometimes you just gotta play around with it. I know when I watch live, sometimes it's just a little goofy. All right, so anyways, that is the special that I'm offering during the virtual party. The special does go all month as well. Just the cards only go till Monday. So if you'd like to order and get some extra cards, which I'll share with you in a little bit, order by Monday. All right, so this is Make a Difference stamp set. And so $3 from each stamp set purchase from this one here goes to support heart health. So they're making a donation on this one. Some of my favorite colors here. So look at this beautiful card. And This card is from Denise Quaid, I believe. Q-U-A, or Quail, L-E. I will do my very best on the names here. And next, let's flip to the next page. This is, hopefully these will be in soon. This is some kits from our new kits collection. So be sure to follow along on the Facebook page because we do have a kit night coming up that everyone is invited to. I won't worry about talking too much about that now because there's a lot going on with the virtual party, but there'll be more information on that next week too. So there's a virtual Zoom kit night. It is, I'll just tell you the date right now. It is Thursday, August 26th. I think it's at like 6:30 Central Time. All right, this is from the Gingerbread and Peppermint Suite. I only have one card from this suite because there was some back orders on here, so not a lot of people purchased it because we were waiting till we could purchase the whole bundle. So some of it was available, just not all of it. And you know, if everyone else is like me, I want to wait till I can get all of it, right? Okay, so this is a lovely card by Shelly Gruber. So you're going to see multiples of some of these names pop up. I love that cute little fun fold because we had the opportunity to take part in what we called 3 rounds of this. So I've got a fabulous group of demonstrators that I'm able to swap with, and I took part in all 3 rounds. So it was 20 cards, and then you got back, you know, the same amount. Oh, this is, oh, flip it around. So really this one, it wouldn't matter which way you put it. So this is from, let's see, it says Wrapped Up. So this one has some really great snowflakes in it. Let's see if I could show this here. I don't want that to take up the whole screen, but I'm holding these up close enough, so I think it's working. All right, here we go. And that's the inside, cute little snowflake. And this card is by Mary Kiley. So thank you, Mary, for that card. I know Mary Kiley. She's in my Uplines group. And actually, there is an event that most of us get to go to this Sunday. If you're part of my group or group kind of the Midwest area, we have an event up in Medina. And I believe this is from another one in that group. And this is from Don, was this? No. Oh shoot, whose was this? This was Don Michaels. Yes, I had this here. I better put that on the inside. So this is from Don Michaels. Look at this lovely card. And this is from the Great Tidings bundle. So great card. Some of the new gold shimmer paper. Love this gold ribbon. That was from the one that I used yesterday that was called Gold Gold. I don't know if that was right or not, but beautiful card. Kind of has more of a religious tone to it for Christmas. All right, Painted Christmas Suite. These are beautiful cards here and all have just a little bit different look to them. This card is from Karen Titus. So this is, you know, a real simple design. Just added a little designer series paper. It's not a difficult card at all. All right, so beautiful. So as you're looking at these cards, I have got Fall Fest coming up in September, and well, in really any of my classes, this is where I'm going to be pulling some of my ideas from, is right from these cards that I got here. So I will be taking some of them and recreating them, maybe some just exact, and some I might just switch up a little bit, but this is where I get a lot of my ideas, is through card swaps. I wish I could take credit for all of it, but I certainly cannot. Lisa Bowell, there's just not enough hours in the day to do all of this creating, so I'm so thankful that I am part of a community that I can share with. All right, here we go. Another beautiful card. This is from the greeting set. So this is like one of those mega bundles where there's 2 different stamp sets. Look at those great labels. And then the greeting is from here. And this card is from Stamping Upstairs, Cheryl Lee. Oh, Cheryl, I didn't know that was your name. So Cheryl Lee watches here quite a bit. So, and I'm hoping I get to see her on Sunday too. It's been a while since I've seen her. So thank you so much, Cheryl. I love that card. Those layers are awesome. And let's move on to the next page. I think I'm gonna have to grab a sip of water here. And so this is, you know, really showcasing the bundles a little bit more. This one, this is pretty cool. Yesterday I used the sentiment, so I pulled out the card I made yesterday. So if you missed it, scroll back, watch yesterday's Facebook Live. It was really, really nice. And this is where I called, it was a fun, oh, I had to tape it. I put a little piece of washi tape so I could photograph it and it would stay flat. That's what that's there for. But I could, now that I'm done taking the picture, I could take that off. So this is where the sentiment came from yesterday. I wasn't sure, and I had no idea that it was paired with these die cuts. I'm so excited when I saw these cards today that I have those. I didn't even know that I had these die cuts until like that whatever, that this went with that. So I'm happy to report that it does. And let's look at these. Look at how cute this is. So this is what I was thinking. I think this would be a perfect Fall Fest card. A little fun fold. Shows off one of the new embossing folders. Look at that. You know, and fun fold, there's easy fun fold. I've done these before. I love them. Just a little sliver of designer series. I mean, this is a rich looking card. And this is from Christy Strum. So Christy Strum is who created this card. And you know, if anyone knows Mary Alice Bellis, you know that when I flip this card, it is going to be a beauty, because Mary Alice Bellis makes those, like, I don't know what you call them, like the over the top cards, you know, the like wow cards. And I just thought of a card that I need. Hold on, I gotta step aside so I don't scream in your ear. Allison. Hold on, I'll be right back. I just thought of a card that's upstairs that I have to show you. Allison, can you look around up there, either at the buffet or on the counter, for those cards that Gail sent with me? It's like a Halloween card and a fall card. So there's a few people, anyway, sorry about that, that I looped together, and Mary Alice is one of them, and my friend Gail is one, and Jan Lutz, she's one too, that make these really, really cool cards. Okay, look at that. Isn't that outstanding? Just outstanding. She's got all these die cuts. She embossed it and stamped it. She's got the, I believe that's from the color contour dies. So much going on in this card, but it is so beautiful. She just knows, oh, Mary, there you are. She popped on. Sometimes she pops on, so perfect that you popped on right when I was showing your card. I mean, hello, come on. Isn't that so pretty? Mary, this is like one that I probably will never even give away. Or like send, you know, sometimes I send out cards or I give them as gifts and things, you know, after the catalog retires. This might be one that I just sit and look at though. Anyways, we got to move on, but it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. And sometimes, you know, when I open these card swap envelopes, I like guess whose card is this? And hers, I kind of thought that might be hers. And so now we are moving into, so she's got some of this DSP from the Whimsy and Wonder Suite too right here. And I believe all of this is from there too. I'm not 100% on this one. This designer series, actually, I'm gonna set it to the side. I think it's from another set and they did some sponging on that. So I'll set that aside to showcase when we get there. Now this was my card. So nice, simple card. I did a couple different backgrounds. This one has the presents. And let me move that here. And then another beautiful card here. This is from Lynn Feldkamp. This paper just, I don't know. It's typically I do stick with traditional card colors, you know, for Christmas, but this year, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to switch it up and do this. I love it. And this ribbon, I was cutting ribbon last night for ribbon shares, and this ribbon is so pretty too. In fact, I should show you my ribbon. So tonight, so what I do, look at this. Would this make some of you like have a heart attack with how this is? Now I can't move it too much because I don't want it to like get tangled. And then I wrap it up all neat and pretty. But last night I watched a movie and I cut it all. So this isn't even all of it. This is just for kind of the first round. So I can get those sent out early next week. So that's for paper and ribbon shares. All right, and let's move on to this one. So this is a stamp set I had to go borrow from Gail. So this is a Peaceful Deer bundle that I thought I ordered, and I did not. So that was where I phoned a friend, went to Gail's house, and oh, now I have her cards too. So I have got some, so that's kind of why too. I mean, I needed the stamp set, but she had sent me some pictures of some cards that she made, and she usually gives me one too. So she makes like a really cool card. I think she's watching, so even if I whisper, she can still hear me. But then she'll give me one, and I thought, oh, I'm sharing these cards today. I wonder if I go to Gail's, if she'll give me one of her cards. And she did. I mean, I could have asked, but she just gave it to me too. And then she's letting me borrow this stamp set. Okay, so this one is from Sean Perez. So that's a beautiful card. And this one I really like too. I love the colors on this. Of course, back to traditional Christmas colors and uses a bunch of the different stamps or elements on here. That's cool. And this is from Teresa Westerman, and another lovely card. And so the layout that I'm using for my free with the purchase cards is actually, not the layout, the designer series is this designer series from the Celebration. And I'm using this stamp set, but it's going to be one where you can easily switch it up to something else. You do not have to have this stamp set to be successful with the cards that I'm gonna send. All right, so beautiful. Deanna Lenneman is who created this card. And this one is just one of those really simple but stunning cards. And it's using that paper. So this one actually I probably want to have with my Celebration stuff to point out. I think that's where I meant that to be. So I'm gonna move that to the side of Celebration. And this is super cute too. This is from the Sweet Stocking Suite. I'm gonna hold this up close so you can see those cute little puppies and kitties. Look at those. Jingle All the Way. And I think that comes from a different stamp set. So I'm gonna have to do a little digging and see where some of this stuff came from. This is all current Stampin' Up! Product. Mainly almost 100% focusing on this mini catalog and Celebration. Celebration goes for 2 months. This is new. So if you're new here, you'll know that, or you wouldn't know. That's why I'm going to tell you. This is the first time we've done second Celebration. So for 2 months, now let's talk about this. Penguin Place. I'm going to share with you all my Penguin Place cards when I go through Celebration. And some of these I didn't have samples for yet. All right, and let's move along here. This is a fun background. All right, this is beautiful. And this, I believe this is where this paper, the Peaceful Place paper, that's where this designer series came from in this card. And then they did some, I said sponging, but I'm guessing they used these brushes here to, do the blending brushes. That's what they're called. And the great color combination too. That's really nice. Did I say who that was? Kelly Scholde. Oh goodness. She's from Anoka. So Kelly, I may be saying your name wrong, but that is a beautiful card. Now these are so stunning. This one actually goes with a different set, but look at this card. I mean, if I had I don't know, I couldn't pick a favorite. There's no way I could pick a favorite out of these cards. This is so pretty. The elegance of this card, I don't know. I could just sit and look at it. Couldn't you? We could just all pause for a minute for the beauty of this card. I think we should. And that is from Julie Frakey. Okay, I'll just show you the name. Oh my goodness, that card is pretty. All right, and then look at all these die cutting. I saw that Mary Alice just commented how many die cuts she did. Wow, she did 316. This person must have done about the same. I don't know if these all cut out in like multiples. Hopefully they do, because look at that. So this is from the Peaceful Place bundle. This one, it reminds me, here we go. Like it's kind of rustic. You could really make some nice masculine cards with this, and it has different sentiments. It does not have to be Christmas, It would be a great one to use like if you're scrapbooking, like a cabin or Northwoods, things like that. Lots of things you could use this for. Okay, and this one is from Helen Osterkamp. And then next we've got these cute little ones, the Arctic Bear stamp set. Look at how pretty that is. And I think, hopefully I didn't pass by it already, but there's like a die cut or a set that comes in. But look at how that fits in there. Just fits like a glove. That's so perfect. It just looks so wonderful there. And then we've also got a Thinking of You. So, who made this card? We have got Carol Baumgartner. And let's see who made this one. This is a nice card too. And it must be in the inside. Oh, I don't have this one. Oh goodness, I thought I had them all taped in there. So if anybody knows who that card is or whoever made this, it is so beautiful. Let's move to the next page. I'm gonna take a drink of water here. I'm getting to like what I think in this catalog, which of course we're thinking fall, must have been kind of a fan favorite. There was two. There was the one coming up here, and the penguins for sure. This here, is this where this came from? No, this is where the sentiment came from here. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Beautiful Christmas card. Has some elements from one of the sets at the beginning of the catalog. And then it has that beautiful glimmer paper that's in Celebration. So also pretty. So just a reminder too, if you're joining us late, at the beginning I mentioned it, do make sure you fill out the door prize form. That is how you get entered for Prize Patrol. I'm giving at least 3 stamp sets away. I've got some embellishments to give away. I've got some prizes for tonight to give away. So we're going to be doing a question and answer session during our mystery stamping event. So if you ask some questions, you're going to get entered. Tonight is going to have a whole separate drawing from everything else. So you could possibly win 2 prizes if you won tonight's mystery stamp. So if you're not able to join us live and you have questions, you can ask them here. So like questions about, you know, things that I do, questions about our Cafe Crafter group, things like that. I'll answer them tonight and then I'll enter you into the drawing. So let's look at this one from Carol Rosengren. And this is the one I was talking about. This one here has these awesome die cuts that like does embossing, die cutting, the whole bit all together. And I believe that is exactly where this is from too. So like there's just different elements that you can do so much with it. You can just emboss like here. You can emboss and die cut here. I mean, how great is that? I didn't order this one, but looks like the Merriest Moment bundle is going on my list. I love that. And these are actually, they're pretty thick. You know, they look pretty sturdy. So I think this would all cut out really nice. It doesn't look like it would be one of those kind of finicky ones that you'd have to work with. It looks like it would just come right out. And then she's got this embossing folder. Oh, it's right next door. How perfect is that? The Merry Medley 3D embossing folder is labeled with that. I'm giving you a nice close-up because I want you to see that. That's really pretty. So Carol Rosengren. That's definitely one of my favorites. And next page. Let me see. I'm going to go through the pages. I don't think I have any. Oh, so this one. Let's talk about this. This paper was on back order, so that's why I don't have anything using this stamp or this set yet. It is back in stock. It is back orderable. So soon, hopefully I'll have some samples using this. So if you ordered paper shares, I got you on this. That's why paper shares might go out a day or two later than what I had originally planned for round 1, because I wanted to make sure, I was just praying that it would come in, and lo and behold, it did. So I have it ordered. It'll be here, you know, early next week, and then I'll get those shares out. I figured everybody would be okay with waiting because, you know, we want those in our hands. All right, this beautiful one using the Gorgeous Leaves bundle. The simplicity of this card is just outstanding. I love cards like this. This would be a card that I would make and remake, and I'd probably make 100 of them. You could do hello, thank you, thinking of you. I mean, this is just perfect. And it is from Lisa Schultz. So I had one of hers right at the beginning that I loved equally. But this simplicity of this is beautiful. All right, let's move on to the next one. Are we getting to our favorite? Not quite. Oh, this is cute. Look at this, is a great one. Now, a couple things on this one. It's a fun fold, so we're gonna have some fun here in just a minute. But she colored the ribbon. So this gingham ribbon, I shared it yesterday in one of the cards that I made. And actually, I'll be sharing that card. Yes, I'll be sharing the card in the Celebration stuff. But it's white and in black. But how great is that? Doesn't that just look like a great Halloween ribbon right there? It's like it was meant to be that way. So she just took a blends marker and colored in the white part. Now this is from Lisa Schmidt, and we're gonna show the fun fold now. Look at this. Isn't that cool? It's like one of those things I always forget about. And then I see it, and now I'm like, yep, we're gonna be doing this one pretty soon. Look at that. And this one, I mean, this layout, switch what's on front. Put a snowman on there and put some Christmas paper here, and you got a totally different card. But look at that. I love it. And so that is from the Pretty Pumpkins bundle. And I do have a set using the Nuts About Squirrels. That one makes me laugh. Nuts About Squirrels. It reminds me, a few years ago, I had a lady that I used to make a lot of custom cards for, and she just came in one day and she happened to say, can you make a card with a squirrel? And I was like, sure. We happen to have a squirrel, but it was like a little squirrel. This one would have been even better. And then I actually like put the alphabet stamps, you know, where you can make your own words. And then I sent her one, and it had it say "You're nuts," just as a joke. It was funny. All right, and so cute Halloween suite. This is the card that I made. I created this one a few weeks ago in a Facebook Live for you, where I made it with like 6 or 7 different patterns of the DSP. So great go-to layout. If you missed it, you can scroll back on the videos, if you know, and watch that over if you'd like the measurements and just a nice simple. This is one that I consider a simple, successful stamping card, where you can so very easily take the same exact measurements, switch your DSP, switch your label, and you have a totally different card. And so I love those simple, successful stamping cards. Cute little card with all the little windows. Is this what this does? I don't know. This must be from another set. But then you just sneak in all those little elements for Halloween from Penny Keener. Oh, I get to show Gail's card now too. Okay, so coming up, this one is really cute too. And this is from Brenda Cardinal. I'm not sure. Cardinal. Have a fabulous Halloween. So you get that fabulous Halloween. I like little things like that. All right, and now let's show off Gail's card. So who is ready for this? And so our Cafe Crafter group, I'm gonna just share with you this card. Look, looks like, I mean, it's beautiful like this, right? It looks just great, but it does more than just this. And I will tell you that Gail showed this technique off, and I'm sure some of you have seen it other places, but during our Cafe Crafter socials, we do a video where somebody shares a technique, an idea, you know, something, whatever they want, and it's a totally optional thing. And this next month we have Jan Lutz. She's watching it, and she's going to be sharing with us next month the fun layout. But Gail showed us last month in our Cafe Crafter group how to make this card. How lucky are we? And she showed us actually like how simple it is. She gave us some tips and tricks. Isn't that cool? So today, now you can see why I was excited when she sent me this, a picture of this. She texted me a picture of the card that she did the other night. And, you know, when I asked to borrow that stamp set from her, you can see why I was just thinking like, hey, I wonder if she will give me one of those. And she did. Lucky, lucky me. I am a lucky girl to have so many great ladies in my Cafe Crafter group. And speaking of that, let's talk about that a little bit. The Happy Shopper Special, that's what I like to call it, because many people get hung up on, I don't want to be a demonstrator, that's a lot of work. Well, you don't have to be. You can just be a happy shopper, get a discount, you can purchase the kit, and then do nothing else with it. But if you want to, you can be part of our Cafe Crafter group. All the fun things I talk about. I give some discounts on classes for those that participate, and just all kinds of stuff. You've maybe seen this. We've got lots of stuff going on in our group. So if you have questions about that group, let's talk about that tonight during the question and answer part of our mystery stamping. But anyways, right now, the kit value, $200 to $230. It's a great, great deal for you if you want to take advantage of that now. You just pay $99. Pick a free bundle out of this catalog that I'm talking about right now. So can't beat that. All right, let's move along. We've got some other really cute stamp sets. I'm kind of excited to make a 3D out of this one. It's a little coffin, that'll be cute. And here was the other fan favorite. Harvest Meadow is the name of this bundle. There's so many cute elements in this. The sentiments are outstanding. This cork paper, I mean, these patterns, I mean, talk about an amazing set for fall. But let me show you Gail's card first that she gave me. These are all like over the top cards. Look at this one with Blackberry Bliss. And then she used one of the newer embossing folders, but just beautiful. One of my favorite ribbons, kind of a little fun fold with letting that peek out. She used the color contour dies, the layering circle dies. I mean, that's a wowzer of a card. Love it. And let's move on to the next one here. A fun fold. This is like my new favorite fun fold. Looks like I'm not the only one. And this is from Connie Thomas. Now this one, exciting here because I know Brenda. This is Brenda, Brenda Hillard. And I don't know, where is she exactly from? She lives up north by the lake in Minnesota, but, and you see Bobber, does that make sense? That makes sense. And so Brenda Hillard is who created this card. She's always got stunning cards. I love look at that. That uses so many different designer series papers from that. It is great. All right, and let's move on. This is a different look for that one, but also very nice. Look at that, holy moly. Look at all of those die cuts. Let's count that. This person went wild. Who went wild? Carmen McNamara went wild with her die cutting machine. Her stamp cut emboss machine got some miles on it. She's got these are from the color contour dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 with the top there. She cut out 6 different dies. Wow. These ladies outdid themselves this time, don't you think? This one is really pretty too. Look at those designer series, how those go together. So nice. Love this ribbon as well. And this is from Lee Ann Furness. Furness? I hope I'm saying that right. And I do have a few more from this that use that other, the glimmer paper that I was sharing at the beginning, that sparkle paper. Amanda Van Havermate. Gosh, these poor ladies, I'm not saying their names right. And I hope, it looks like it's pausing. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm hoping it's still here. Huh. If you are watching, let me know if you are paused. It is showing paused on my end. I'm hoping that it's just my own personal computer. So, still live. Okay. That's a little strange. I'm gonna log out and see. Okay, it's still working. I wonder why on my end it paused. Okay, no pause. Okay, so well, now you just got a whole extra look at this card. I get distracted very easily. So during that, oh, fun fold. Oh my, didn't even know that was a fun fold. So Amanda, here, I'm just gonna hold that up because I said her name totally wrong. Look at this fun fold. Look at that. Yeah, so my computer, the wheels were turning, and then I got a message in between. The neighbors are trying to work through like, as if you guys really need to know my whole neighborhood business. They're trying to line up a carpool for school. I thought, well, that sounds like a good idea to me. So then I got distracted by actually reading the message. I don't need to worry about that. This card, elegant. Let me tell you about that. This would be just a beautiful card to send it says, sending healing thoughts, may nature's beauty bring peace to your soul. I mean, it's just not just a great thinking of you card, or if you need, heaven forbid, of course, we never want to send those cards, but a sympathy card. Isn't that beautiful? Who would not love to get this card? That is really, really nice. And this is from Amy Nosh. Again, I shouldn't even mess with last names. All right, so I really like this card. She did stamping right on there. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. Okay, and let's flip. I think I just have a couple more in here. There's one page I wanted to make sure I stop at. So lots of fun stuff here. And look at this one. Look at, so, there's a technique for doing this stamping, but how about just having a stamp that does it for us? Isn't that great? That is really, really elegant. And this is from Helen Osterkamp. So I believe that's the second card I had from her. And then I will bring in the celebration catalog here, and we'll go through those real quick. And then what my favorite thing to do during these is just to put my whole pile at the end. And my daughter, she still laughs. Oh, when I did one of these another time, I said, isn't that a whole pile of goodness? And I was saying it in a good way. And she thought I meant I was being sarcastic, and I meant it was a pile of junk. It's like, oh dear, dear. Far from that. These are masterpieces. These need to be held. I should almost keep these in a safe, right? I should. If anybody knew that these were sitting on my doorstep, when I don't get to the mail right away, I mean, they could have scooped these up and they would have to us, they'd have a box of gold. To them, maybe not. I don't know. All right. And I think this is a fun fold too. is it? Yeah, just isn't. That's a fun fold. Oh, that's cute. So this is using that cork paper. It's even really soft. And this is from Kessler. It just says Kessler, so that must be her last name. And it looks to me, yeah, the Sending Thanks that's where this is from. Look at that. That's really pretty. I really like that one. And I think that's everything that I have from here. This just goes into all of the different bundles and things. Okay, so let's leave this nice pile that I have going here. I'm gonna try to not let them fall off the edge. And then I'll bring in this nice little mini catalog that I have some other beautiful card swaps in. Again, at the beginning I said I tried to dwindle down and just pick out some of my favorites, and I think I ended up with all of them. Okay, I need a drink of water here, and then we'll get started on this book. And then we're gonna wind down for now. And then I hope if you are able that you can join us tonight at 7 p.m. for mystery stamping. We're gonna stamp a little fun project. And if you can't watch live, you can always mystery stamp along on the replay as well. So you don't have to be live. And you can comment. So every time you like, share, comment on anything that was posted yesterday through Monday. So anything I post, I'm not gonna do any real extra posting tomorrow or Sunday. But if you have time to rewatch things, go back and look at all the posts. Every time you comment or like, take part in anything that's been posted, you get entered in the door prize drawings. And I've got at least 10, 11, 12, 13 things I'm giving away. So it's a good thing to take part. All right, so this is from that, I didn't save the names now. I'm not gonna go back, but this is that cork, and this has that little glimmer paper in it. So that's what I'm starting with. Bedazzling, that's what it's called. Bedazzling 6x6 paper. This is while supplies last, okay? Look at that. My goodness. I just saw a whole bunch of hearts go up on the screen. So yeah, if you heart these, that gets you in the drawing too. I mean, you can even give it a big old wow, because look at the wow factor on some of these. Now this one, wow, is what I say. I'm not exactly sure where all this stuff comes from, but it is beautiful. It's like little picture frames, and then that pumpkin is in the bedazzling. Bedazzling paper is while supplies last, okay? So if that's on your list, Kathleen Champman created this beauty. I don't think I said this one. Carol Nordquist created this beauty. And yeah, beautiful cards. Okay, bedazzling is on while supplies last, okay? All right, here we go. Look at this. Here we go. Beautiful. This is using the squirrel I was talking about. A little bedazzling there. Who knew that squirrels and dazzling paper would look so great together? And this is from Lisa Miltakis. I also know Lisa. So Lisa, the event that I'm going to on Sunday, I'm volunteering at the registration desk, and Lisa is going to be my boss on the registration desk. So hopefully she'll lead me in the right direction and tell me what I need to do. All right, so beautiful card, Lisa. And look at this one. Wow. Look at what that bedazzling adds to it. So they've got the gold shimmer, which is one of the new specialty papers, and then the bedazzling. So really nice. Now, as we're looking through these celebration samples, if you want to get just a sampling of them and you order my paper and ribbon share, if you order the full share, so the specialty papers, the regular DSP, and the ribbon, I'm gonna send you a little sample of all of these papers. So that's free. So that's just a perk of ordering all of them. And this is from Sherry Rettinger. And there is a post somewhere along this whole, party that's been happening since yesterday that had a link, I think, to paper shares, but I'll make sure it gets shared again because that's going on right now. I'm sending out the first round early next week, and then I'll do another one at the end of the week for the later orders. And the shares, you can order them through the end of the month, but it is kind of while supplies last. So if I fill as much time as I have and I can't do anymore, I will end it early. So if you want to order them, be sure to do it sooner rather than later. All right, so this was my card. So look at this. Like, they do not all fit on the paper. This was the Penguin Playmates DSP. You can tell everybody loves these penguins. I mean, who doesn't? So look at this. This was my fun fold. So again, my favorite little fun fold. Be cool, be chill, be merry. And this is another cool one. I love this little fold. And a fun fold here to the coolest friend ever. That's all of you. You are my coolest friends ever because you stamp. And if you don't stamp, you're going to, right? That's why you're here. Lisa Schmidt. I mean, one of these days I'm going to get like, so, I mean, of course you all are my friends, but one of these days I'm going to get like my girlfriends to do this. So would you believe that I still don't have any friends that do this with me? Like I'm talking my college friends, you know, like my friends still from high school, like those people. I still haven't gotten them to stamp with me. One of these days I'm going to like lure them into my basement. That sounds terrible. I'm going to lure them down here, tell them that I have like food and drinks down here. And then I'm going to be like, aha, I got you. Let's make these cards now. I know they would. I just got to tell them they have to do it. All right, here's another cute one. He's in the designer series. Happy birthday. This is Lina Rue. Did I tell you who made this one? I did, yes. Okay, now this one, like holy moly. These people. I should share that one last. Just look at that one for now. Oh, another fun fold. And people went wild with the fun folds here. Look at all the design on that one. You know, doing that little swirly deal. Oh goodness, I'm just shocked at the amazing creativity of the ladies in this group. All right, Carol Baumgartner created that one. This one's so cute. I love this one. Little bow tie. I didn't put a bow tie on mine. Oh, I put a scarf on mine. So, but the bow tie, it's the cutest ever. And this is from Brenda Cardinal. Cute. Look, this is like one of those simple designs that I love. I love that. And added the little snowflakes in here, so a bunch of sequins. And this is from Kessler. So this is where we're not sure her first name. So if anyone knows her, let her know that we love her card. And actually this one, you can't see it, I'm sure. I mean, you can't feel that, but this is soft. Yeah, that's nice and soft. That's like a felt. That's one of the specialty papers. All right. So Darla just said her high school friends do that with you. And I think that is so great. I'm gonna make those girls do this with me at some point or another. But you know what? My friends didn't do it, so you know what I did? I just went and found all new friends. So I have a whole nother group of friends. You know, I thought of that today. As I got all of these cards, I know a lot of these ladies. This morning, you know how I'm shaking this all over the place. Calm down, right? This morning, I had a Zoom call with my friend Kim that lives in Arizona. And another Kim, she lives in North Carolina. I wouldn't have these friends if it wasn't for stamping. You know, I have my friend Brenda in Canada, and then, you know, Gail and all the ladies in my team. So I think it's just great. All of the people that I have met because of stamping in the last 5 years. You know, Mary Alice that commented, Darla. I mean, every single one of you that are commenting on this, I wouldn't have known any of you had I not started stamping. Look at this one. So this is the one we made yesterday with the little flippy. So that was on yesterday's Facebook Live. So this is showing off that Penguin Place designer series without showing a penguin. There's not one single penguin on here. Now it might be cuter if there was, but here is one, the same exact card showing it with a penguin. And so those were my own cards. Did I show who this was from? I better. Becky Edson is who created this card. And then last but not least on these penguins, look at this. Look at this. Now come on, right? I mean, and I mean this in the best way. Look at this. Okay, so you can go like this to the coolest friend ever, but look at that. So it kind of like you go like this, right? Ready? This and that. Like, wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. I don't know I'm sure there's a name for this fold, but it works so well with that penguin. So well. Let's just do that one more time. Like, boop, boop. This is just fun. You go up, up. Now this is a flippy card, isn't it? That's so cool. And this is from Betty Weisbrick. Okay, see, I could sit in a room and entertain myself for hours on my own. This is the same layout that I showed with the penguin card. This was a sample from yesterday as well. This is using the hand pen black and white designer series paper that coordinates with the hand pen stamp set from the annual catalog. My pile is getting so huge. And this one as well. I'm not exactly sure where this stamp set came from, but it's using kind of doing a block technique with that. I like that. Denise Quayle. So this is a second card of hers, I know. And let's move on to the next page. Now, I didn't have a lot of sheep, but this is one of the top sellers, so I know it's popular. The sheep dies are also while supplies last. So if that's on your list, you know, you want to go get the sheep dies and the bedazzling before you get something else, you know, or just get it all. Why not? All right, so this card is from Penny Keener, Counting Sheep. Isn't that cute? She also used a lot of die cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 die cuts on that thing. Gosh, these ladies go crazy. And this is the one I created on Wednesday's Facebook Live. This is a, look at this, Case the Catalog. The only thing I changed is I added a little layer of pumpkin pie behind there. Otherwise, it's pretty darn exact. Yeah, I did a pretty good job casing, I think. And let's move on. Last couple cards that I have here. This is from the Summer Shadows dies. There is a stamp set from the annual catalog that this coordinates with. Let me see, I think it tells me. Coordinates with Shaded Summer stamp set. So you can kind of see some other ideas in the Celebration catalog. This also has a little bit of that black and white hand pen designer series from the Celebration. And beautiful. And hello you. Great, great card. Lots of die cutting there as well. And this one, how pretty is this? Speaking of, you know, at the beginning, I went a little crazy, showed off my wedding album. It was all black and white, but you know, someday I'll have to break out the in color. This was my wedding color. I made my girlfriends wear hot pink. And what color is that actually? This is the new pink. What is the new pink called? It just totally it went out of my head. So whatever the pink is called, it'll come back to me. I just know it will. And then I think that's Granny Apple Green there. Really pretty. And we're getting down there, and we are now onto Delicate, oh boy, Delilah's? Is that Delilah? Is I saying that right? Delilah. I think that's right. Okay, I don't know my flowers. Okay, this is really pretty. And I think, is there die cuts for this? Let me look. No, there isn't. So she fussy cut that, I think. I don't know. If she fussy cut that, she did a pretty darn good job. That's really pretty. So, yeah, I do believe so. Look at that. It's a 2-step stamp, so you can do 2 steps. You could do the outline, which it looks like both of these did it the 2-step, but it's kind of like that, I don't want to say messy look, but like where you stamp on and it might not be quite all in the lines, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. And look at this. This is where that little flower stamp set came from, as well as the sentiments. So great sentiments in the Delicate Delilah stamp set. Thank you, oh so happy for you, and sending heartfelt sympathy. So some really, okay, thank you, Mary. So there is Polished Pink. Gosh, you guys are great. So Polished Pink was my wedding color. I don't know if I'm saying the flower right, and there is not dies for this. This is just a stamp set, but you can easily, looks like you can easily fussy cut that out, because holy cow, she did a good job on that. And this is from Lynn Feldkamp. And this is another great one. So this is using one of the, I think it's Whimsy and Weather, Whimsy something, designer series. And this is one of those fun folds. So this is great when you have a nice big image like this and you want to make it square. You know, it might look a little odd if it was just the full size. But then you do that fun fold, which we've done those before. I like those. And so I think that about wraps it up. We do have, if anyone is interested in, I think I might have said it right, Jan. I think I said it right. If not, I was pretty darn close. Someday I'm going to learn my flowers. All right. And so there is a free stamp set for hostesses. So if anyone is interested in hosting a party, or you have a really large order and you know you got a big wish list and you're not quite ready to do the Happy Shopper special, we have some options. So I just say contact me or just go online, place your order, and you can get yourself in your word stamp set for free right now. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up. But you know what we got to do before we wrap it up? And wait for a few minutes for me to go ahead and post the mystery card measurements for this evening at 7 p.m. If you're able to join us live, you know, if you're not able to join us live, that's okay. You can watch the replay. I will share the replay for today, like what's happening right now, is also being shared on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. I would love it if you would subscribe to my page on YouTube. Give me a like, give me a comment. If you're watching on Facebook, same thing. Please like my page, send a comment, fill out the door prize form. Maybe you'll win a stamp set. All right, here we go. So look at oh, you can't even see them all. I almost need to put my camera up. So I'm going to share with these, like just quick, you know, throw them out there. Because if you tuned in late, you maybe don't see what's underneath this pile. And I think this looks so great. I'm going to make sure I fill the entire screen with these beautiful cards. And then you get to see. This is where I like to use like the hashtag, if I'm hashtagging stuff, or in my head as I am doing this. You know, I'm doing, now I don't know all of these people personally, right? But many of them I do. And so, and I know you all have, well, you're my friend and you're friends with a lot of these people on here, but you know, you have other friends too, and they're cool too. So I'm not offending anybody here, but this is where I think, hey guys, my friends are cooler than your friends, because look at what my friends know how to do. Really, right? My friends are outstanding stampers that share with me and help me increase my creativity by giving me, I'm putting some of my favorites on. I mean, they're all my favorite. How can I pick? The ones that I'm going to probably, that's going to make it into a class for sure. But anyways, so I've got all these creative friends. They share with me. I have all of you that make it possible that we have somebody to share with, right? And here we go. Yes, Mary just said she can't wait to go back and take, look at that screen of cards. Like, wow. I am seeing this on my computer screen right now, and I am floored. Like, I just got a tear in my eye. I'm not even kidding. I mean, the beauty of this screen, can you even get, like, it is too much. This is too much. I'm going to continue. I gotta finish putting this pile of cards on there. So feel free, take screenshots, go back, you know, as you watch. I do just ask that if you are going to copy a card from here, take note of who created it, okay? Let's give credit where credit is due. So like, if you look at this card here and you love it, you want to recreate it, and then you're going to post it online somewhere, that's absolutely great to do. But just say, hey, look at this great card I made. I got the idea from Connie Thomas, okay? So I think that's a nice thing to do when people give us these great ideas. It's just to let them know, you know, like I made this card and I got the idea from Gail Connolly. Here we go. This card, this layout was I got that from the home office. That was pretty special. And oh man, I got about 10 more cards here to throw down on the pile. Then we're gonna finish it up for the day. I'll see some of you back here at 7. Hopefully every single one of you, plus a whole bunch more people. But we'll be back at 7 for mystery stamping. Again, if you're watching the replay here, you know, scroll to the next video. That'll likely be the mystery stamping video from the catalog launch party. It is, let's see, again, if you're watching the replay, this is happening on Friday, August 6th. I don't do a lot of parties on Fridays, but it just happened to be what worked out for this time. So beautiful, as I keep plopping these beautiful cards down. I hope you enjoyed this card share. This is one of my absolute favorite things to do, is the card share. Look at this. So Mary Alice, you said you're coming back to watch later. Maybe take some screenshots. How about we put your card right on top? We got Brenda Hiller, that I know from the group, right on top. And then we'll put Gail's card right on top. So if I miss somebody, of course I want all of your cards right on top. But with so many, that's kind of hard to do. Oh, I forgot to bring this one back in from that designer series paper. So this one, I better say whose name. This is from Desiree Crum. So we'll tuck that back in there. And tuck that in there. And that is going to do it for today. All right, everybody. So we'll see you back at 7 if you can make it live. Otherwise, we'll catch you on the replay. We will be doing some drawings next week. So you have until Monday, all through Monday, to go back, like anything, comment on anything to be entered for door prizes. Fill out the door prize form. I'll be doing the drawing next week after I get all those names put together and into like a hat or bowl or whatever it'll all fit in to do the drawings. But I'll do it live for you all so you can see who all the winners are. Okay, everybody, have a great afternoon, and we'll see you hopefully later or even next week. Regular Facebook Lives are every single Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central. So if you can't catch us the rest of the weekend, we'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good one, everybody.